The unified story, Raven and Eagle, sole partners of regenerative peace. In the time before clocks and calendars, when the world was still stretching into itself, the Creator shaped two beings from the same breath of cosmic wind. One was born in the brilliance of the high sun, Eagle the sky seer, the horizon dancer, the vision bearer. Her eyes could track the promise inside the distance, her wings wrote maps in the air. The other emerged from the shimmering dusk, Raven the light stealer, the shadow listener, the transformer of worlds. His feathers carried stories, his laugh carried possibility, his heart carried change. They were not siblings. They were soul partners, bound by purpose, prophecy, and a lifetime echoing across many lifetimes. Where Eagle soared, Raven listened. Where Raven shapeshifted, Eagle stabilized the course. Together they created balanced light and shadow in a single rhythm. And when the world dimmed, when communities faltered, when systems cracked like old riverbeds, they remembered an ancient calling. The calling to rebuild peace. Not the soft peace of silence, but the engineered peace of sovereignty, regeneration, and resonance. The peace engineers were rising 144 per chapter, 54 chapters worldwide, synchronized like a human heartbeat in global rhythm. A network of 7,777 coherence makers aligned across 12 resource realms: energy, water, food, health, shelter, waste, education, communication, transportation, manufacturing economics, and governance, and 7 sovereign bodies of human flourishing. This was no myth. This was a blueprint, a mathematical architecture of abundance. A regenerative circuit where peace was not an ideal, peace was an efficient attractor state. But before they could teach the world to shine, they had to remember how Raven once stole the sun itself. Long ago, the world had been swallowed by darkness. No stars, no moon, no warmth, no harvests. Raven, refusing to accept a world without light, tricked his way into the chief's longhouse, shape-shifting into a pine needle, reborn as the chief's grandchild. And after just enough mischief to win access, he seized the box of the sun, shifted back to his true form, and shot up through the smoke hole into the sky. He released the sun. Light burst across the world. Hope returned. The people could finally see, could finally grow, could finally remember themselves. Now, in this age of systems breaking and stories fraying, Raven and Eagle returned as soul partners, not to steal the sun again, but to teach every community how to become its own source of light. With peace protocols in hand, the mathematical manual for regenerating abundance across all 12 realms, they traveled heart by heart, circle by circle, activating sovereignty, igniting coherence, and guiding humanity into phase alignment. For peace, they taught, is not the absence of conflict. Peace is resonance. Peace is decentralization. Peace is abundance designed into the system itself. And so the story goes. When you see Eagle circling high and Raven dancing below her, know the soul partners are at work building bridges between ancient wisdom and modern science, between story and system, between what was and what must now be. One heart, one home, one community, one realm at a time. Dual spoken word performance. Eagle. I come from the light, from the fierce brilliance that crowns mountaintops and whispers. Look farther, farther, because the horizon always has one more secret to show you. I am Eagle Vision Keeper, Sky Cartographer, and according to Raven, the designated adult supervision of this mission. I see the patterns, the grids, the energy flows, the potential futures blooming like wildflowers across time. But even with all that sky power, I needed someone who could hear the stories hidden in the shadow world. Enter Raven, my soul partner, my cosmic co-architect, my favorite agent of purposeful chaos. He once stole the actual sun, yes, that sun because a chief was hoarding it like bad Wi-Fi. And Raven said, let there be light and let it be free. Now we're back on Earth with a new heist, not to steal the sun, but to teach every community how to build their own. Because we are peace engineers now, building regenerative systems, decentralized sovereignty, and coherence shocks that light up the world faster than doubt can dim it. We work with the Peace Protocols, a mathematical love letter to abundance, and a technical manual for liberation from the 12 realms to the 7 bodies to the 7,777 human nodes of global coherence. This is where Raven usually says, and yes, I did read the white paper. We are architects of the new sunrise. But you know what makes the sunrise possible? Raven. Raven. I come from the shadows, not as darkness, but as the womb of creation. The place where seeds dream and ancestors hum the instructions we forgot we needed. They call me Raven Light Thief, Wisdom Walker, innovator with a regenerative trickster toolset and a PhD in solution engineering. Long ago, when the world was dark, I shapeshifted into a pine needle, became a child, and liberated the sun from captivity, because no system, spiritual, social, or electrical should be hoarded and gatekept. Today, Eagle and I have a new mission, taking back humanity's sovereignty. Not with mischief, okay, maybe a little, but with design, with engineering. With regenerative stacks and decentralized flows and abundance algorithms that even the ancestors nod at and say they are finally remembering who they are. We call it the Peace Protocols, the blueprint where scarcity collapses, sovereignty rises, and peace becomes not a dream, but a stable equilibrium. And we are soul partners, flying a mission that blends Eagle's sky vision and Raven's shadow wisdom into a single coherent waveform that communities can tune themselves to. Let me tell you what she does. She sees the whole mandala, the 12 realms, the 7 bodies, the coherence nodes, the network topology. She is the systems engineer of the sunrise. And together, we are building peace. One realm, one village, one sovereign spark at a time. Tano do it. Eagle, we are soul partners not by fate, but by choosing the mission together. Raven, we are the skyward stewards, one who sees the pattern, one who shapes the change. Eagle, we build bridges between tradition and technology, between ancestors and algorithms, between wisdom and engineering. Raven, we regenerate water, energy, food, and futures. Eagle, we synchronize hearts into coherence. Raven, and communities into sovereignty. Eagle, we are peace engineers. Raven, we are the living story of Raven and Eagle. Eagle, and together. Raven guided by the peace protocols. Eagle, rooted in ancestral knowing. Raven aligned with cosmic design. Eagle, we ignite the sunrise. Raven, of a regenerative world. Eagle, one heart. Raven, one home. Eagle, one community. Raven, one realm. Eagle, at a time.